An alien girl named Zora arrived on Earth, her eyes wide with curiosity. She came from a faraway planet called Vexen, where the skies were always dark and the land was harsh. Zora had heard many stories about Earth, especially about its strange medicines. They were said to have amazing powers, and she was eager to see if they were really as special as the humans claimed. Zora was part of a team sent to Earth to study its people. The humans welcomed her with open arms, showing her their hospitals and labs. They explained how their medicine could heal wounds and cure sickness. But Zora was especially interested in one thing: the human way of healing the body through simple pills and liquids. Her own species used advanced technology, but Earth's methods were so different. She wanted to see if Earth's medicine could affect her, too. The humans gave her a small sample of medicine, explaining that it would help her body adjust to Earth's environment. Zora was curious but a little nervous. She had never tried anything like this before. As she swallowed the medicine, nothing happened at first. But soon, a strange warmth spread through her body. It felt good at first, almost comforting. But then, something unexpected happened. Zora started to feel something she couldn't explain: a deep, sudden need to be near the humans, especially the males. Her thoughts were blurry, and her mind kept focusing on their presence. It was unlike anything she had ever experienced. She felt an overwhelming urge to get closer to them, to touch them, to somehow connect with them in a way that made no sense to her. Zora tried to control herself, but it was impossible. The more she tried to push the feelings away, the stronger they became. She realized that Earth's medicine was affecting her in ways she never imagined. What was happening to her? And why was she feeling this way? Zora had no answers, but she was determined to find out. Zora sat in the lab, her mind racing. She couldn't stop thinking about what had happened after taking the medicine. At first, it had felt fine, even comforting. But soon, her feelings became stronger, uncontrollable. Why did Earth's medicine have this effect on her? What was happening to her body? The human scientists were just as confused. They watched Zora closely, taking notes and running tests. They could see that she was acting differently, more focused on the humans around her, especially the males. Zora wasn't sure how to explain it, but she knew something was off. One of the scientists, Dr. Harris, stood beside her and spoke kindly. "We've never seen a reaction like this. The medicine was supposed to help you adjust, but it's doing something else." Zora nodded, feeling embarrassed. "I didn't expect this. It's like something inside me is waking up, and it's all I can think about. I feel drawn to the humans." Dr. Harris frowned. "We need to figure this out quickly. You're not the only one here, Zora. There are others who may be affected by the same thing." Zora didn't know if she should be scared or curious. She wanted to understand, but the urge inside her was hard to ignore. Every time a human male entered the room, she felt her heart race. She couldn't stop herself from wanting to be near them, but it made no sense. Her species had never reacted like this before. What had Earth's medicine done to her? The test continued, and soon they discovered something shocking. The medicine had properties that Zora's species was not used to. It interacted with her in a way that no one expected, opening a deep, hidden reaction in her biology. It was a mystery that no one could solve just yet, but one thing was clear: Earth's medicine had changed her in ways she couldn't understand. Zora knew she had to find out what was happening, but she didn't know where to start. Days passed, but Zora couldn't shake the feeling inside her. The medicine was still affecting her, making her thoughts spin. Every time a human male came close, the strange feelings inside her grew stronger. It was as if a force pulled her toward them, and she couldn't control it. She tried to focus on her mission. She reminded herself that she was here to study Earth, to learn about its people. But the urge to be near the humans, especially the males, was overpowering. It was like something deep inside her was waking up, something she had never felt before. Zora spent her days in the lab, trying to keep her distance from the humans, but it was hard. Every time they spoke to her, her heart would race. The humans noticed, too. They started looking at her with confusion, unsure of what was going on. Some of them seemed nervous, while others were more curious. One of the human males, a scientist named Mark, approached her one day. "Zora, are you all right? You've been acting different. Is it the medicine?" he asked gently. Zora looked at him, feeling the strange pull inside her. She didn't know how to explain it. I don't know, she said quietly. I've never felt like this before. It's like I need to be near you. I can't stop it. Mark looked at her, concern in his eyes. That's not normal. The medicine wasn't supposed to do this. Zora took a deep breath, trying to calm herself. I don't know what's happening to me. I want to control it, but it's so hard. The urge inside her grew stronger every day. She knew something was wrong, but she couldn't fight it. The feelings were too powerful. She wanted answers, but the more she tried to focus, the more she felt lost in the strange pull of Earth's medicine. Zora's struggle continued to grow. The more she tried to understand what was happening to her, the more the strange feelings took over. The medicine that had been meant to help her adjust to Earth had turned into something much more powerful. She felt like she was losing control, and she didn't know how to stop it. She spent long hours in the lab, trying to focus on her research, but her thoughts kept drifting. Every time a human male walked by, the pull inside her became impossible to ignore. It was like a force was guiding her, and no matter how much she wanted to resist, she couldn't. Zora felt embarrassed. She had never felt so weak, so out of control. Her mission on Earth was important, but now it seemed like nothing mattered except the strange urges inside her. She couldn't keep pretending everything was fine. One day, she sat alone in the corner of the lab, trying to clear her head. Mark, the scientist she had spoken to before, noticed her and approached cautiously. Zora, I can see you're struggling, he said softly. Maybe we can find out what's causing this. Zora looked up at him, her eyes filled with frustration. I don't know what's happening to me. I can't focus on anything else. This feeling inside me is too strong. Mark sat down next to her. We're trying to understand it. The medicine is affecting you in ways we didn't expect. But we can find a way to help you control it. We just need more time. Zora nodded, feeling a small bit of hope. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I need to focus on my mission. Mark smiled gently. We'll figure this out together, Zora. You're not alone. For the first time since the medicine took effect, Zora felt like there might be a way to stop the pull inside her. But she knew it wouldn't be easy. She had to stay strong and trust that the humans could help her find the answers. Zora's hope grew as she worked with Mark and the other humans to find a way to control the strange feelings inside her. The days of confusion were slowly turning into something more promising. The scientists had learned a lot about how Earth's medicine affected her, but they hadn't yet found the key to stopping the overwhelming urge she felt. Zora spent hours in the lab, running tests and talking with the humans. She was determined to regain control of herself, to stop feeling like a prisoner to her own emotions. The pull toward the human males was still there, but now, with the help of Mark and the team, she was beginning to understand it. One day, after several long days of research, Dr. Harris made an exciting discovery. Zora, he said with a smile, we think we've found the solution. The medicine triggered a part of your biology that links you to humans in a way we didn't expect. But with a small adjustment, we can help you block these feelings. Zora felt a wave of relief wash over her. You can fix it? She asked, her voice shaking. We can, Dr. Harris said confidently. It's not going to be easy, but we have a plan. You'll need to take a new medicine to help balance your reaction. It should help you regain control. Zora nodded, feeling more determined than ever. The plan wasn't perfect, but it was her best chance. The idea of finally being free from the strange pull was a relief she never expected to feel. With a new dose of medicine, Zora felt the change almost immediately. The overwhelming urge inside her started to fade. She felt calm, focused, and ready to continue her mission on Earth. As she looked at Mark, she smiled, grateful for his help. Thank you, she said quietly. I couldn't have done this without you. Mark smiled back. You're stronger than you think, Zora. And now you're ready to continue your journey. Zora felt a new sense of peace. The mystery of Earth's medicine was solved, and she could finally focus on what really mattered.